Connected now. This is Eliza. Welcome, welcome. We're going to do a quick Zoom and I'm going to share some really exciting news. If some of you haven't heard yet, we have a new collection launching tomorrow. And so I wanted to hop on real quick and just share this new collection, what it's about, how it works, and why we all absolutely need it. So I am recording and will be posting this on our YouTube channel in the next day or two. So here we go. Welcome, friends. This is Eliza Boné. I am here to share some exciting news about a new line that is launching tomorrow, July 1st. And it is something doTERRA has been working on for about 2 or more years. And it's finally here. And it's a product that we as wellness advocates and people in our essential oil community have been clamoring for such a long time. And it is sun care, sunscreen, sun protection that is natural and effective. And it's finally arrived. So what are your plans for this summer? Whether it's going to the beach or going on a hike or camping or simply just driving in your car, we are always exposed to the sun, especially when we're driving in the car. That reflection from the windshield and from the glass on the window really intensifies those solar rays. They did a study on a truck driver once, or several truck drivers, and we know how much time they spend driving. And they have this special machine that can see any type of sun damage on their skin that may not even be at the surface yet. So it's underneath and will eventually come to the surface. And so they showed that the sun exposed skin from the window, the windshield, really damaged the skin twofold or more compared to the side of the face that was in the shadier part of the car or the truck. And so even if we're just going to be driving around, it's a really good idea to make sunscreen a part of your daily routine. As soon as I get up in the morning, that's the first thing I put on is some sunscreen. And what about on cloudy days? Do we need sunscreen? Or on those autumn days or winter days? It's not just in spring or in the summer. We need sunscreen year around, because even if there are clouds, the sun rays are still getting through and penetrating those clouds and can still be a risk factor for our skin. So we'll be learning a little bit more about that as well. Now, we know the sun is our friend, and life on Earth would not be possible without it. So it is absolutely essential to all the functioning and the ecosystems on the Earth. And it provides warmth and daylight and sends positive signals to our body. It also helps our body create serotonin. And this is linked to improving our mood as well as our overall mental health. Plus, it regulates the production of melatonin, which supports our circadian rhythm and our sleep cycles. And in addition, it synthesizes vitamin D in our body, which helps promote calcium absorption, among many other things. So we absolutely love the sun and all the benefits it brings us. However, when we have too much of a good thing, it can also have some potential risks and dangers. So long-term damage can be a factor we want to consider when we're exposing ourselves to excessive sun, like skin cancer, sunspots, wrinkles, premature aging, and also loss of elasticity. So that's why sunscreen is such an important part of protecting ourselves and making it a habit as we get ready in the morning, or if we're going to go out and garden or do anything outdoors. Now, there are other things that we can do. We can also try to stay indoors between those peak hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., or make sure if we are going to be outdoors that we have some type of shade. Also, there is protective clothing we can purchase. Even using a long sleeve is a great way to minimize the effects of those rays, but they also sell clothing that is embedded with special material that is reflective of these UVA and UVB rays. Sunglasses, of course, we want to make sure that they have 100% UV protection. We can wear a wide brimmed hat. And what we're going to be discussing today is the use of sunscreen that is SPF 30 or higher. And we want to be reapplying depending on what the instructions indicate. It's usually about 2 hours. Now, let's talk a little bit about the different types of sunscreen. There are two primary types, and we have the chemical and the mineral type. Now, chemical sunscreens are designed to absorb UV rays to protect our skin. The mineral sunscreens are designed to reflect those UV rays to protect our skin. So those are the two differences between chemical and mineral-based sunscreens. Now, 3 reasons that we want to avoid chemical sunscreen filters is that they actually will eventually degrade when you expose them to UV rays and generate free radicals. And so that's a big no-no that we're trying to avoid. Some active ingredients in the chemical sunscreens also have been known to act as hormone disruptors. Another big no-no we want to avoid, and even cause some skin allergies. Now, another factor that we want to consider is that many of these also have nanoparticles. Why is that important? What is that? Why does it matter? Well, zinc oxide can be produced in different particle sizes, and they're going to fall into these 2 categories: nano and non-nano. And nanoparticles are small enough that they can potentially be absorbed into our bloodstream. The non-nanoparticles are going to be larger, of course, which means they won't be able to get absorbed the same way. So we want to avoid anything that says nanoparticles. We don't want that in our bloodstream. Now, our body is constantly, every day, exposed to toxins. And we've talked about this in the past, and we have several classes on this on our YouTube channel as well. And so a toxin is going to be any substance that's causing undue stress on our body. And so it's in the air, it's in pollution, it's in water, it's in food, it's in the products we use on our body, it's in the products we use to clean our home. I mean, they're just everywhere. And when our body is functioning optimally, it's going to be efficient and minimizing that toxic load on the body. But however, as our body becomes older, if we have health conditions, it becomes more of a strain for it to manage that toxic load. And also, our body can't keep up with the increased amount of toxins that it is exposed to, because every year, and as we get older, we're just exposed to more and more and more toxicity. And so there's not an even input and output of toxicity in the body. That's why we want to help it. We want to support it by reducing our exposure to toxic ingredients and trying to control how much our body is exposed to by being very selective on what we're putting on our body. And that would include our sunscreen. And the fabulous thing is that now we're going to have a natural option to incorporate into our daily routine as far as sun protection. So, what sunscreen filters aren't going to absorb into your skin? They're not going to disrupt your hormones or cause skin allergies. Mineral sunscreen filters. That's going to be our preference when selecting a sunscreen. So the benefits of having a mineral sunscreen is that it's going to work as a physical barrier, reflecting the UVA and the UVB rays. And mineral sunscreens aren't going to degrade when they're exposed to UV rays. Plus, they're effective immediately. With a lot of sunscreens, you have to wait 10, 15 minutes in order for the ingredients to activate and start protecting you. And with mineral, you don't have to worry about that. They're going to be effective right away. Plus, they are safe for all skin types. Now, let's learn a little bit about SPF. What is it? What does it mean? So, SPF stands for Sun Protection Factor, and this is going to indicate how long you will be protected from the solar rays compared to not having any sunscreen at all, which of course would be zero protection. So, for example, if you're using SPF 30, then it's going to take 30 times longer to burn yourself than not wearing a sun protector. So experts recommend that we use SPF 15 or higher on a daily basis. And it is not possible to get 100% sun protection, but we can get pretty close. For example, SPF 15 is going to be a 93% protection. An SPF 30 is a 97% protection. Anything higher than a 30 will be negligible. It may get you to 98 or 98.5, but you're not going to get to 100%. And so this is something to just be very realistic about. Sometimes we think if we get SPF 70, SPF 60, that we're going to be 100% protected. And sunscreen doesn't really work that way. So we want to just stay within that range of at least 15, but 30, 40 is going to be the sweet spot, as they say, for you to get that maximum protection. So let's learn a little bit about the difference between UVB and UVA rays. Did you know there's also something called UVC rays? What is that? So the sun has different wavelengths of like solar wavelengths, and the UVC is one of the shortest ones. So even though it emits this wavelength, UVC is not going to reach our atmosphere. And we don't have to worry about that because it just never gets down to Earth where we are. Then you have your UVB. This is the sun's medium solar rays. And some of these do get to our atmosphere. However, the majority of the rays that reach our atmosphere and here on Earth is going to be the long solar rays, and this is your UVA ray. So we want to focus on sunscreens that are going to have this broad spectrum protection, which includes the UVB and the UVA. Now we have the collection that I'll be sharing with you. I have mine right here, and I'll be sharing with you some of the different products included in this line. Now, all of the orange bottles are going to be your sun protectors, your SPFs, and the white one is going to be an after sun restorative body mist. Now, all of the orange bottles are going to have the broad spectrum protection, SPF 30 and above. They're water resistant as well as sweat resistant, natural ingredients to soothe the skin, and we'll go over those in just a moment. Very lightweight, non-greasy, moisturizing, and reef safe. No benzene, no oxybenzone, no parabens, phthalates, dyes, or nanoparticles. Now, the superhero ingredients are going to be frankincense, helichrysum, and carrot seed, which are included in all of these products. Let's look at some of the nutrition for the skin that are included in the product line. Tocopherol, which is commonly known as vitamin E, super nourishing, and it's going to be in all of the doTERRA Sun products. Raspberry seed oil, avocado oil, and jojoba esters. These are going to be found in the lotion and the spray. The shea butter, the cocoa butter, very nutrition dense, and these are going to be in the stick. Aloe vera, red algae extract, and hyaluronic acid, super nourishing, which will be part of the After Sun spray. And the hyaluronic acid is especially nourishing because it has very deep hydration benefits. Bisabolol can reduce redness and irritation, which is very calming to skin. And that'll be present in all the SPF products as a preventative measure in case you forget to reapply, in case you get that 2 or 3% extra sun exposure. It's going to be very soothing and calming to protect the skin. Turmeric extract, very, very important as an anti-inflammatory, and this is also in the lotion and the spray. Aloe vera is a no-brainer for skin soothing properties, and haven't we all slathered aloe vera on ourselves when we've had a sunburn in the past? And this is going to be the base for the After Sun spray. Plus, it's found in the lotion and the regular SPF spray. Now, the After Sun spray features superhero ingredients like red algae extract, as well as Arnica montana flower. Now, the red algae is rich in proteins and antioxidants and vitamins, and Arnica montana is also an anti-inflammatory, which is going to be important when your skin has been exposed to sun, when it's weathered, when it's tired, when it's irritated. You can see that a lot of thought has gone into creating a product that is going to not only protect you from the sun, but also nourish your skin and help it heal and weather the different temperatures that you might be exposed to, especially in the summer. Now, here we have some of the superhero ingredients that I already mentioned in the products. And I wanted to quickly highlight the importance of having sun protection that is reef safe. Now, reef friendly or reef safe means that the product does not contain oxybenzone and octinoxate. These two have been shown to block, they're UV blocking chemicals, and they can cause coral bleaching. Now, coral bleach it doesn't mean the reef is dead. It just means that it's very stressed out, and it can leave the coral reefs susceptible to death and to disease. And so all of the doTERRA products are reef safe. I remember when I went to Hawaii several years ago, and one of the things they emphasized, if we were going to be in the beach, if we were going to snorkel or do any of the water activities, that it was very important that our sunscreen was reef safe. So that can give us the peace of mind that we're not going to harm these corals. And I just love that. doTERRA thought about that as well. Now let's look at each of these, and I'm going to pull mine out of my little box so I can show them off. So here we have the face and body lotion. It has the helichrysum and the carrot seed and the frankincense, SPF 30, broad spectrum, and water resistant or sweat resistant up to 80 minutes. If you're going to do dry activities where you're not going to perspire a lot or you're not going to be exposed to water, then you can reapply in 2 hours or 120 minutes. So I'm going to try a little bit of the lotion. And Okay, so you'll see it there, just a white lotion. And I'm going to just rub it on my hands. It feels very smooth, very silky, not greasy, not sticky. The scent is very, very light. It doesn't have a very strong odor at all. So you can wear this throughout the day and nobody would probably even notice that you're wearing sunscreen. So yeah, it's almost like I just put regular lotion on my hands. It feels really good, very lightweight. So not heavy or not leaving any of that white residue. So you'll notice that there's nothing there that's visible or that would indicate that I'm wearing sunscreen. So I like that a lot. So a great lotion that I am going to be using every single day. Let's look at the next one, which is our body spray. Now, you can use it on your face. The doTERRA training I attended regarding this new product launch, they stated that you can put it on your face. However, do not spray it on your face because you're more likely to get it in your eyes or get it up your nose or get it in your mouth. And so what they recommend is to spray it on your hands and then rub your hands together and then apply it to your face if you wanted to just use it on your body and your face. Now, again, SPF 30, broad spectrum protection, water resistant or sweat resistant for up to 80 minutes. And this is packaged in an aluminum non-aerosol spray that delivers continuous 360-degree application. Something I like is that you can lock it. So whenever it's in your purse, in your bag, in your backpack, you're not accidentally going to spray the inside of your stuff and ruin it. So you can lock it, and then when you use it, you just unlock it. So I'm just going to spray it real quick so we can see the mist. And again, it is continuous. So as long as you have your finger on the trigger, it's going to continue to spray. But what I like is that it sprays in every direction, upside down, sideways. It's going to continue to spray without that interruption. And that's really important with some of those hard to reach places. So I'm just going to do the inside of my arm. Yeah, unless I get my finger off the trigger, it will spray. So yeah, again, not very, the scent is not very strong at all. It's super light. And again, it's the same product that's in the lotion, except it's in a spray form. So this is going to be really helpful when I'm trying to reach my back or the back of my legs. This will be a lot easier than trying to reach those harder to reach areas. So I love this. This is awesome. So I'm looking at my skin. I'm still waiting to see if I notice a grease or an oily feel. And it doesn't feel oily at all. I do not like oily sunscreens. I mean, that's just me. I really don't like to feel sticky and heavy. This is super, super lightweight, and it feels like I just put a body cream on or some type of body lotion. It just feels moisturized and very, very nice. I like it. All right, perfect. Let's move on to the face and body stick. So it comes in a little white box with all of your information on the box. And again, environmentally conscious, vegan friendly, reef safe, cruelty free, clean and green, and for all skin types, nourishing formula, antioxidant rich, and intense hydration. So this one is an SPF 40. So let's open it. And yep, here we go. It's a stick, and you just turn it to get it, to bring it up once you go through that top portion. So same thing, UVA, UVB, broad spectrum protection, protects skin from pollution, water resistant, packaged in a sturdy twist up tube. One thing they mentioned in the training that I attended is that you can even use this as a illuminator or a highlighter for your skin. So those of us, women that wear makeup, we know that sometimes we will highlight underneath our eyes, right? Maybe down our nose. And it's not white, but it does give you a little bit of this extra little brightness, a little bit of a glow. And even over the eyebrows, this is a good place to use highlighter to open up your eyes. And even maybe a little bit on your chin. And so it just adds that little bit of depth. So a great addition to our makeup routine is to use this stick as part of our facial sunscreen. So I really like this. Get my glasses on here. So there you have it, your 3 sunscreen products available starting tomorrow, July 1st. Now we have one more that won't be available until August 1st, and that is the After Sun Restorative Body Mist. We mentioned the hydration on this and how it includes a lot of nourishing ingredients. Plus, it includes additional oils. So it has the frankincense and the helichrysum, but also copaiba, lavender, peppermint, and blue tansy. So what is in your swim bag? What do you have that you can maybe replace with a more natural alternative? And now we know that you are covered naturally. If you notice the picture, it has the balanced deodorant, right? Maybe you take a deodorant when you're going to change or take a shower after your swim, and you can replace your deodorant with a more natural option. It has the sunscreen collection. It has the Terra Shield so that you can protect yourself from bugs and other pesky critters. And it also has like some peppermint beadlets, if you want to freshen your breath, or if you want to be more mentally alert, or just have something that is refreshing and cooling, you can try the peppermint beadlets. So there's little things we can do to swap out of our bags for more natural and safe and beneficial options. And so doTERRA is going to have you covered. Now the prices. Here are the prices for each of these different products. The Face and Body Mineral Stick is $25 wholesale. The Face and Body Mineral Sunscreen Lotion is $29 wholesale. The doTERRA Sun Body Mineral Sunscreen Spray is $28 wholesale. And then our After Sun Restorative Body Mist is going to be $25 wholesale. So tomorrow you can get started with all the SPFs, and then on the 1st of August, you can get the doTERRA After Sun. So I hope you are as excited as I am about the launch of these products, and that you will be able to benefit from being out in the sun and really enjoying this summer using these natural ingredients. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Bye-bye.